Yo, what is up, guys? And today we are back with another week of Broadway grosses. I am so sorry that I did not do it last week. I was very busy, but I am back now. And we're going to do a quick recap of last week when we do this week's grosses, but it was a very interesting couple of weeks. So up first we have Anne Juliet, and that did 97% capacity this week compared to last week's 91% capacity, going from 897K to 1,212,768, a huge increase in numbers. So I don't know what happened last week and why shows did so bad, but clearly for most musicals, last week was a bit of a blip, a bit of an anomaly. And a beautiful, Anne Juliet is still doing big business and isn't going anywhere anytime soon. A Beautiful Noise did 65% capacity, and last week did 642K, compared to this week's 748K. A almost 100K improvement, but still, is it enough for it to keep going? I think A Beautiful Noise can stay in the 750,000 and a little bit under that, but it's clearly not, it's not done well since the year started, so wouldn't be surprised if it closes at the end of the year, or even earlier. Back to the Future did a 100% capacity compared to last week's 82% capacity, and 1,325,148 compared to last week's 838,366. So again, another small blip on Back to the Future's stellar record. Days of Wine and Roses did 54% capacity this week compared to last week's 61%, in 413K compared to last week's 425K. So clearly it is selling very poorly, which is super upsetting, but if you've seen the show and you've watched my review, you'll understand why, and it's a limited engagement, it's fine. And overall, box office-wise, they haven't fit the 3s or the 2s, despite the capacity being pretty weak. Hadestown went from 791K to 1,042,079 and 101% capacity. I think this is because they got in Annie DeFranco, or the other woman, it's right there. But I'm very happy Hadestown has hit the $1 million club. This has not happened in months and months. So hopefully this is a sign that Hadestown will not close anytime soon, and I do not want it to, but again, just based off of what happened last year, it wasn't looking good. But I do wonder, when these stunt casting people leave, will it go back to what it was doing? Will it do worse? Will it do just okay? I don't know. Hamilton went from 1,565,095 to 1,961,250. Akimbo did 93% capacity this week compared to last week's 78%, so a huge increase in capacity, going from 440,680 to 603,137, which again is a huge increase for Akimbo, and that show is obviously closing. Merrily did 1,613,481 compared to last week's 1,494,372 and 100% capacity. Moulin Rouge with Boy George went from 1,205,605 to 1,494,944 and selling out. So again, Boy George clearly is having an impact on ticket sales, and even though when it wasn't around, it was still doing just good. It was still doing good business. It was still making a profit. It's now doing even more better because they have the stunt casting in there. Six did 734K last week and 986K this week. Spamalot did 87% capacity and 929K compared to last week's 584K, and the capacity last week was, I believe, 63%. Wow, so what an increase! And then Sweeney did 92% capacity this week, going from 1,260,185 to 1,479,716, proving Aaron and Sutton are huge hits, and I did not think it was going to do this well. And again, it is planning on closing in May from all we know. And then The Notebook made $1 million this weekend, 1,013,563 to be specific, and 101% capacity for, I believe, 7 performances. So clearly this is the gangbuster musical of the season, contender for Best Musical maybe. So that's the video for the day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.